What's up, everybody? It's your boy Dichotomy the Dead. Let's talk about Daredevil episode 5 and 6. Dropped last week at time of recording. I've been a little bit behind on it. New episode drops tonight, and hopefully I'll get a review out very soon. But yeah, spoilers from here on. These two episodes really encapsulate the best and worst about this show. Episode 5 is hardly even worth talking about because it's really just a filler episode, which is really kind of what's the right word? Not good. Not good for a show like this with 9 episodes. I mean, the original show had 13 episodes per season, but each episode had purpose. Each episode had meaning. This is a 9 episode show, and you got one episode that's in there for no reason. Episode 5 is a bank heist where Matt gets trapped inside the bank with these Irishmen who are trying to steal a diamond. Long story short, the diamond has no purpose to the overall narrative. In fact, the entire episode feels like it's a Ultimate Spider-Man cartoon episode. It has no bearing on the rest of the show. It feels like Disney Marvel shit, basically. It was very not well constructed, not well thought out. I feel like it was part of the old show that got scrapped that they threw in because it had enough context to add to the rest of the show. But it's probably a good idea to drop both episodes at the same time so that you have one episode that's full of action, sort of a fun little filler episode, and then one episode that gets back on track. Because really, like, there's not much to talk about with episode 5. Dudes rob a bank, Matt stops them, returns the diamond. That's literally the entire plot of the show. You want me to go into the intricate details of how we have an Asian girl boss cop person who's not very funny but has the attitude of Rachel Zegler? It's like, okay, thanks Disney Marvel. That's what I wanted to see in a Daredevil show. We get Kamala Khan's father, who is allegedly, strong word there, allegedly, sending PP photos to children. And he's still working for Disney. Still working for Disney, still working for Marvel as Kamala Khan's father. That whole episode was to prop up Kamala Khan, really. Talk about, oh, Kamala Khan, so great. Guys, remember Kamala Khan? If you remember, Sana Amanat, the creator of Kamala Khan in the comics, is a producer on this show. I have no doubt 100% that Sana Amanat had something to do with this episode. It was never about Kamala Khan being in this episode. It was about Sana Amanat because Kamala Khan is 100% a Sana Amanat self-insert. And so I'll give credit to where credit is due. Aman Vellani, the girl who plays Miss Marvel, Kamala Khan, she plays the character better than the character actually is in the comics. So good on her. But I'm still not watching her damn show. All right, I watched the Marvels. That's enough for me. And I thought it was quite ironic when Daredevil was asking her dad, who's one of the bank tellers, have you ever needed a defense lawyer? And he's like, no, I have never needed a defense lawyer. I thought that was kind of funny given the accusations around him, sending PP photos to children. But whatever. That episode was stupid. I thought it was lame, unnecessary. No point in making an entire video about it because all it was meant to do was prop up Sana Amanat and Kamala Khan and show off a PDF file that Disney Marvel still has employed to them while doing virtually nothing with Daredevil. I mean, he broke a dude's leg. He stopped the criminals. But like I said, it was like a cartoon episode. It really was an unnecessary filler. And it has no bearing on the overall narrative. Now, when you get to episode 6, it's a different story because now we're starting to get back into, okay, good stuff. Good stuff, It was good that they dropped them both at the same time. We still get to see the dichotomy between Kingpin and Daredevil about them denying their better nature until eventually succumbing to them. I think the very end of the episode, I think most of it's build up. It gets back on track. Like, it feels like those 2 episodes were 2 different shows. It feels like they were completely 2 different shows. And I think that 5th episode was definitely it was from an old script. It was from an old film that they had that they or old TV show that they scrapped that they're now using for the new stuff that they reshot. You know what I mean? Disappointing, disappointing. But Kingpin brings an axe down to Adam, the guy that his wife's affair partner. so he could have a battle with him. And that battle, it looked like he survived it. Adam did, but Kingpin beat the fuck out of him, beat the shit out of him. Great fight scene. It was juxtaposed next to Daredevil fighting Muse. And thank God we got to see a little bit more Muse. You know, the great thing about Muse is we're not supposed to be told a lot about him, right? He's sort of a mysterious villain, and the less we know, the better. And I like it that way. But we got to see Daredevil fight Muse. Thought it was great. Uh, Ava Ayala or Angela Ayala, I don't know. White Tiger's nephew or niece, rather. Holy shit, it's late. Um, White Tiger's niece goes down into the tunnels to try and find Muse because earlier she berates Matt, and it's like, bro, I already got this talk from her in the last episode where she stepped on Daredevil's balls for doing nothing. I don't need it a second time. I don't need. I don't give a fuck about baby White Tiger. I wanted to see Hector Ayala. I wanted to see the White Tiger in action. I don't want to see this dumb bitch go into the fucking subterranean tunnels to try and find Muse, only to get captured, by the way, and become bait for Daredevil. So I thought that was pretty dumb. I thought her whole existence in the show was dumb. A lot of the side characters are unnecessary. And one thing that really sort of stood out to me is I feel like there's a conversation between Matt and Foggy that we didn't get that provides a lot of context to why Matt refuses to be Daredevil. That is a criticism I have of this show now that we're this far in. This show both feels connected and disconnected to the Netflix show. It feels like, okay, we have enough ties to get these shows related to each other, but there's a lot that's left out, like Foggy's family, Foggy's girlfriend that he was supposed to propose to, the Defenders. This feels like it has more in common with Echo, Hawkeye, and all the other Disney Plus garbage that we've seen rather than the Netflix stuff. And if we know anything about Kevin Feige, he likes his stolen valor, and he won't give credit to anybody else. So he's not going to give credit to the Netflix shows. He'll try and steal that shit for himself. And it shows. It shows in the production quality. I get that they're trying to do better with this show. It's still Disney's Daredevil. You know? It's still very Disney-fied. It's not as good as the Netflix show. And that is sort of a disappointing, thing to think about. But at the very least, Muse is still not nerfed entirely, so that's good. Daredevil is finally in his costume in episode 6. Can't believe we had to wait this fucking long, but hey, at least we're getting there. Kingpin orders a task force of the Punisher police, the Punisher fanboy police, to hunt vigilantes. Now we're getting somewhere. Now it seems like we're starting to progress the story a little bit, and it seems interesting. Is the show the worst thing ever? No. Is it as bad? Is it as bad as the other Disney Plus shows? No. But does it cause damage to the characters? Little bit. There's a little bit of damage. Some people would argue more than just a little bit. I still hold out hope when I really shouldn't. But I don't think Matt's character has been completely destroyed. I don't think Kingpin's character has definitely been destroyed. Like they fucked him over. But hopefully we can get a recovery on that, because they're seeing whenever he puts on his suit, his shirt rips, and it's like, okay, we're hinting that he's going to get bigger and he's going to get more swole as Kingpin. So hopefully we don't cuck the Kingpin like we've been doing for the last, 5 fucking years at Disney Marvel. But like I said, this show is very mid. At best, it's good. At worst, it's like mediocre. Just same old Disney garbage. But so far, like I said, these last 2 episodes really encapsulate the best and the worst of this show. And so one episode was good, stays on track. The other episode, filler, not even worth talking about. So we'll see how it keeps on going. I got a lot going on, so like, share, comment, subscribe. I will see y'all in another review soon. Don't smoke